Hey guys, today we got 5 fresh cuts. Each one got trick to show. So stick around. Let's break it down. 6 tips to level up your hair game. I keep it short, nice and tight. First thing first, know where it grows. Looking at these two references, hair has the root. We need to know how it flows. And how can we tell? By finding the parting or the spiral. Looking at these two girls, one has a middle parting and the other one has a side parting, it affects how the hair wrap around their heads. Don't forget the spiral on top. It calls a shot. It tells the hair where to bend and go. If you miss this step, your flow just won't flow. So before you start, take a sec, find the parting, find the center point, check, and let that guide you. And trust me, you'll see it for yourself. The second point is to imagine hair like ribbon. What does that ribbon do? It bends and twists. And when it does, you get highlight on the part that stick out and shadow on the part that curve inward. And that is how you achieve dimension. Hair work exactly the same way, whether it's just hanging down or it's blowing in the wind. It moves like a ribbon. The key thing is light and shadow. You do not define them properly, the hair is going to look flat. People won't be able to tell what is in the front and what is in the back. Alright guys, now I'm drawing this dude's dreads. Dreads are a little different than regular hair. Like if you look at the girl next to him, her hair is soft and flowy, just doing its thing. But dreads are like locked in, chunky, and they're like, I imagine them like ropes or sausages that dangling from the head. Now, one thing about that is that they're usually super dark, mostly black. Dark hair don't, yeah, they don't reflect light as much as lighter hair because black absorb light, so don't go too crazy with that light. It can start looking kind of plasticky, and you don't want that. When we are in experience, we don't actually know what we're doing. Like, we just start sketching without really thinking it through. And the thing is, if you're not clear on the structure in your hand isn't going magically figure it out for you. If you take a second to visualize it properly, then your hand can actually follow through and make it look right. Like what I'm doing here with this guy hair, I'm trying to do slick back. And as we know, this refers to hair slicking back from the forehead to the back of our head. And I need to at least have my viewer be able to tell that that is what I am drawing. Therefore, I'm placing big chunk of highlight in the front of his head because that's what the structure does. The structure catches the light from the front. The hair are flipping back, wrapping around the skull. I need to be able to tell that, to visualize that, and to draw that. Therefore, think it through. Otherwise, even if you get lucky and it turn out okay once, you won't be able to do it consistently. So yeah, before you put pen to paper, just take a moment to make sure you actually understand what you're about to draw. It make a huge difference. Alright, so for this character, I decided to give her mini braid style, something cute and stylish for a young girl. I think I'm gonna give her some accessory as well. I'm starting with a brown base to sketch out her silhouette shaped braid, and we will refine them as we go. One thing to keep in mind, even her hair is dark, you can't forget to draw the little scalp line where the braids are parted. These small details make a huge difference and add that extra level of realism. Since tight braid pull up the skull, you want to make sure to show that clear separation. And for the braid themselves, I'm adding some thickness to make them pop because they are not flat. And I will throw in some extra color, throwing in some blue or purple tone, and I will throw into some highlight to make it a little bit more interesting to play around with the color palette a little. Well, her hair were a little bit curly, so I will also pick a mini brush to do some fuzziness onto her hair, and I'll add some extra stroke around her hairline to show that she got some baby hair flying out. I think it adds more details onto her as a character. Everyone sees structure in their own way, no right or wrong, and just how we play. Today I'm sharing mine. You got your own flow and your own trick. Drop it down below, let's discuss and learn together. How does your brain make it click for you? I'm curious. Alright, moving on to our last character. When I draw long hair on female characters, I like to imagine it as a piece of fabric draped over the shape of the head. It's not just a bunch of strands, it's one big flowing surface, and the way it reacts to light, this is what really sells the form. Think about fabric. One big side catches the light, and the inside fold, they fall into shadow. The contrast, light on one side, shadow on the other, make the shape super clear. That is why treating hair like fabric is the way easier than thinking of it as individual threads. Threads on their own don't have volume, but fabric, when light hits, the highlight stretch across the surface dramatically. It all makes sense. It pops. Combining everything we have learned today, you will get something like this. If you skip this, the hair will just look like random stroke. No structure, no depth. But if you get it right, boom, you got fold, you got creases, you got layer, some parts sitting on top, others stuck underneath, and just like that, the hair feels real. It comes to life. This is how I understood it. This is what I wish I knew years ago. Today, I'm giving it to you all. I hope you find something inspiring, and I hope I can provide you a new way to think of hair. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy making it. If you find it helpful or inspiring, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps out. I'll see you around in the next one. Thanks for hanging out, and take care. Bye! Now, you have watched long enough, my friend. Now let's go and make some sick silhouettes, will you? Why are you still here? Go do something with your life, gosh.